Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Oxygen Not Included. It's been a few days. Had to remember the name of the game. So the first thing is, I got a couple of tweets about this and I need to double check. Give me the plumbing overlay, please. Someone was saying, I'm not sure how it happened, but it looks like you're dumping unclean water into your clean water reservoir. I don't believe that's the case. Although, like, we recently hooked up this carbon skimmer, and in doing so, we might have accidentally let... Yeah, okay, so I think we want to deconstruct this pipe right here. Thank you, that's actually good feedback. There was already dirty water in here, but we're adding more. And they should be asleep right now, yeah. So everything's been going pretty well so far, and I'm relatively happy. I apologize again for the delay. Honestly, like, I don't have a good excuse. I could just lie to you, but my excuse is essentially that, let me just make sure that worked. I've been playing a lot of Slay the Spire, and that has... Ooh, are you not delivering? What's going on here, then? Well, this water doesn't have to go in. We're not doing anything with this water right now. That's fine. Tainted tap water. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Slay the Spire, and as the backlog for that has grown to ridiculous levels, I mean, I should definitely be playing a lot more of this moving forward. But can you blame me? That game is good. So what did we just finish research on? It must be artistic expression. So we do want to get a water sieve, which is in distillation. I think that's relatively important. We're going to need water relatively soon. Power has been okay so far. We don't need automation. I mean, like, we don't have any refined minerals to begin with here. So I think we'll probably start by going, well, how much algae do we have? 6 tons. That's a lot. How much coal do we have? 24 tons. That's a lot. This water is probably our next most pressing concern. So I think we should do more research right away and go straight into distillation, which also allows us to turn slime into algae. How much sand do we have? 54 tons. I don't know how far 54 tons gets you, but I'm hoping it gets you pretty far. So one thing that we were working on, and again, I don't know if this is necessarily immediately necessary, but we're going to put some more batteries down here, because we're wasting power. Yeah, we're wasting quite a lot of power. I don't think we need more batteries necessarily, but I don't think it would be bad to do it. I also think that, you know, we have a little bit of stress occasionally because of bad decor. Or, you know, less than ideal decor. I want to place... And we'll put these at a priority 6. Decor plus 5. Decor plus 5. We don't really need to build them out of insulators, I think. We'll just build them out of sandstone. And these are, like, relatively low priority, because they're not spending... Our duplicants, that is, are not spending very much time in these areas, but... We might as well keep the decor on the base relatively high. And again, we probably don't need too many of these, and we might be bordering on too many as is. But I think that's okay. And we'll also put like a 6 energy or a 6 priority sculpting block right there, just because there's one space left over, and we do spend a lot of time in the research room. So this takes as long as it takes. Let's make sure we're doing well here. We got plenty of kilocalories. In the last episode, if I remember correctly, we set up this... how much copper do we have? Not very much. Okay, so that's on the to-do list, is to maybe mine out... Oh, right, we made this huge copper vein last time. I remember. Yeah, so, you know, many things on the to-do list. We're waiting to see if the hydroponic farm works out well for us. We built this with insulators, which made me feel like a genius at the time, and honestly has made it, like, hospitable here, which is awesome. The best advice, without a doubt, that I've ever gotten in Oxygen Not Included, not to say that any of it has ever been bad, but the best advice I ever got, no questions asked, is Please sweep this up. 100%, and then sweep that up at a priority 8. 100%. They actually got the water. Use only 3 duplicants. Using only 3 duplicants has completely changed our entire situation in this game for the better. I don't know, can you just empty the carbon dioxide? Was it 200 grams of carbon dioxide? Sure, get out of here. We are going to have unrefrigerated food, and I don't even know if that's a real conundrum here to begin with, but we are going to have some unrefrigerated food. I'm okay with it. I guess they do need to paint on it for the decor bonus to really apply, which makes perfect sense, obviously, but the whole point of doing this again, so I can reiterate, because it has been a few days, is this should be exactly enough food to give us a slight surplus, which I think is where you want to be. It's not quite equilibrium, it's a little bit of excess in terms of like the caloric availability. However, I think that's what we want. And then you take all this, you put this in this one refrigerator, which is designed to store almost exactly as much as this produces, and you got the ration boxes as well. And the idea is, we were wasting a lot of time. Not necessarily resources, but a lot of time harvesting food that was eventually just gonna rot. It was sad. It was like a metaphor for modern North American living. We're getting past that. Maybe the plants will grow better in here as well with this newfound decor. You never know, right? Why am I stressed out? I need to know. What's wrong with you? Your decor expectation is bringing you down. I know how it goes. You got a blank, we got like 8 blank canvases. Oh my god, some painting is actually being done. I didn't expect this to get up in the meta this quickly. Or up in the priority queue this quickly, but that's fine. Let's take this up to a priority 6, because again, I think we're wasting... Yeah, we're wasting almost as much power as we're generating. No matter what, I will be more content to waste power than I am to build 20 batteries like I did that one time. I think that's a very bad decision. Oh my god. I guess you should really only paint if you're good at art, because your paintings... Woof. They're just not doing it. You can finish it. You can finish it. Come on, am I the artist? That's still really bad, but they're gonna get better. Can you take a painting and like erase it? Like, you could probably deconstruct it and reconstruct it. So this has the effective decor bonus of like 2 copper pipes. Kate's creativity has been raised to 1. Hey, nice. I think that's good. It'll make painting maybe faster, but also better. Okay, so tomorrow we still want to finish those paintings, even if they kind of suck for now. It's fun, at the very least. And then, at a priority 6, we'll go... Baby, turn around so I can see those heavy wire-watt bump, bump, bump. Now, I do have to think about this. I don't think there's any reason we can't have a setup like this. I don't think there's any problem here, but if it starts to cause problems, we can just tear this down right away, like Mr. Gorbachev in the titular wall. So I think we're probably okay to also issue like a priority 7 dig order and do something like... We're probably not going to be able to get all the stuff, but... And I imagine they'll probably get pumped eardrums, but it's pretty available copper. Give it a shot. You know, Oxygen Not Included, it's definitely not my favorite game of last year, but when I went through all the Game of the Year stuff, I get that its early access is not totally out yet, but I was really surprised to see it not make more of a splash in Game of the Year list, because I think, like, it's really, and I'm not going to say underrated. I don't think it's like an underrated gem, necessarily, but it's like everybody knows about... What happened there? Everybody knows about the existence of RimWorld. Everybody knows about Factorio at this point. It used to be, for years, Factorio was like a really well-kept secret almost, as they, you know, people, unless they were in the know, they were like really into those sort of games, weren't really aware of what Factorio was, and when you first played it, you were really intimidated. Now everybody plays it, and everybody's a god at it, and it's awesome. It's much better this way, but for games of this ilk, I'm kind of surprised at this one. I'm not gonna say it hasn't taken off yet, because I have no idea how well it's doing, but I'm kind of surprised, I'll say, that it doesn't seem to have the same kind of traction. Like, there's some other YouTubers playing it for sure, but then beyond that, it's me and Mouth. It's me and Mouth playing it. I'm sure, you know, it's not going to remain this way for long. I think once it comes out, people are going to be all over it if they're not already, because the other thing is maybe it just runs in circles that I'm not in. You know, I've got a very narrow YouTube circle these days. Maybe in, like, Germany, this game is, like, insanely popular or something, and I'm just unaware. You never know. It's like a bus driver simulator thing all over again. Let's take a look at the power overlay. You're not connected to the... Yeah, okay, in hindsight, I probably also need to, in fact, maybe even... yeah, I'm an idiot, I think, so we're gonna go like... Gadunk-gunk-gung, gadung-gadung-gadung. Like a generator putting out... Splitting the power that comes from the generator into 6 batteries instead of 3. I don't know, our circuit's designed mad weirdly here. No, I'm looking at it. We actually... Well, no, we want it this way. Don't be stupid. I think we still want it this way. Because we don't want the power from the batteries to power other batteries. That seems highly inefficient. Yeah, that seems like literally stupid. Okay, getting slightly quaint paintings. We're getting there. Little decor bonus? Yeah, that's not bad. Some of these are definitely gonna have to be bulldozed, but how you doing? How you doing here? Bad. That's a bad painting. Josh, you're the master. Kate's doing good stuff too. She hit level 1 in creativity. It's another quaint. And then how'd you do? Another crude. Come on. Do we have those priority 5? We do. So if we could 7 those up real quick. Again, it might be idiotic. I don't know yet. We want research to be done, though. You know, if it takes an episode for them to get all the artwork done, that's great news. Even if we have to bulldoze, I guess what we should have done is made, and you can tell me, because this is my own brain coming up with this solution, which means it could be idiotic. I'm not going to say will be. I'm going to have more self-confidence than that. But do you think there's a chance that the right thing to do is to just make like a studio and constantly have them go, oh my god, what is this? Abstract sculpture. Well, it has made it slightly nicer to be in here. Oh my god, that is horrendous. Make a studio and then like make the art materials for them and give them a safe environment to practice. And then when they eventually become good, you start building it out in the base. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Might be getting a little too precious. It's kind of funny to think about, though. Making a studio for your duplicants. So we're happy research is being done, and we've got all the paintings done for better and, you know, very much for worse. Some, not all created equal. Josh is doing great work. Mediocre painting is insulting, but, you know, life goes on. We are about to have our first harvest as well. And these refrigerators at an 8. Are you harvesting? Okay, so I don't necessarily need to do any manipulation here to make this happen, which is nice. All right. Germs. Everything is fine. Actually, somehow, almost all the germs are cleared from this water. I think we could probably just drink this water. I don't know what happened, but it's not that bad anymore. This is horrible, obviously, but that's by design. So people have told me you don't actually... You need a water tepodizer to kill germs. Is that correct? Like, what... Well, I guess we'll see what happens when we go to plumbing here. And we mouse over... Maybe it's station? It's not furniture. Refinement? It is refinement. Produces water from polluted water using sand. I mean, this is polluted water, but I guess if there's clean water with germs in it, this won't work. And apparently a tepodizer isn't even worth using because it's so electrically intensive that it would cause more problems than it's worth in all likelihood. So we might just want to abandon this water source, as unglamorous as that may sound. All right, so you guys are doing a good job. I appreciate what you're doing here, you know, delivering algae as is necessary to keep the base running on time. But we need to harvest at a higher priority. It doesn't look bad right now, but it could potentially get bad in the future, I think. We still have a battery to produce as well, but research is being done. As long as they're not doing something unproductive, I'm not really upset. What is this ration box at? It should be like a... Yeah, I was just going to say it should be at a 7. So if the fridge is full, you just deposit it in the ration box as your next available opportunity. And that seems to be what they're doing here. But then whenever they get the seeds, they walk the seeds back to the seed container. Or no, they don't. They get water? Where are you delivering the water to? The research station. Fair. And algae to the algae deoxidizers. I mean, I understand. I'm just kind of surprised why you wouldn't just harvest right off the bat. Okay, this ration box, which is at a 7, should be at a 5. They should never be walking that far just to bring back meal ice. That's an extreme waste of time. Yeah, that's what we're looking for right there. Research is still at a 5. That's why I'm surprised like the harvesting isn't being done. Is there like an internal check? Like if you're below X calories, then you got a problem? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm surprised that the harvest is proving so inefficient. Alright, so now we definitely do not need any more research to be done quickly here. So we can have 3 people actually laboring, which is positive. Well, we've been asking for a water sieve forever. We can also have... You know what? We probably do want to get research and then get, like, hand sanitizer in medical research. Ah, but it's all the way over there. Like, we don't know where the heck is a bleach stone? Let's be smart. We still are probably going to want... polluted air? Polluted air? We're still going to want to produce clean water from dirty water. We just don't have very much dirty water at the present moment. But we're going to want this to be as self-sustaining as possible. And maybe the carbon skimmer running is gonna help out with that, I guess. But I'm just trying to think about... What do you mean unreachable build? It actually makes perfect sense now that I think about it, but I'm just upset I didn't realize it sooner. We also don't need all 4 of those tiles, but they take about, negative 1 million years to build. So, what I'm thinking is, it's hot down here and otherwise relatively inhospitable unless we use insulation tiles. So, what if we put our water sieve down here? And that's going to be in refinements, water sieve. Even if we don't need it immediately, we'll like it for the future. We'll build this here with a priority 7. Dirty water comes in, clean water goes out. So we're going to need a pump, which is going to require some electricity. It's going to pump all this dirty water into here after a sand delivery. This is going to produce clean water and spit it out here. The sieve itself might require electricity as well, now that I think about it. Yeah, it requires quite a lot, actually. Not a lot of electricity, just a lot of, existence. A lot of requirements. Let's do some math. So we're looking for 1 kilowatt. 180. 420. 660. Only 660 on this one. And that's with the massage tables. 240. 480. $600. 840. We're definitely safe. Is that 840? 840 and this uses how much? 120? I believe we're safe to use this one. So what I'm going to do first, and there's sincerely no rush, but tile up all that so we can run wires through it. And I did it at a priority 8. But tile up all that so we can run wires through it, and then we'll put it on our bottom grid, and then that'll be the last thing we put on that grid, because it should be very close to taking a kilojoule. And if it's messed up, or a kilowatt I should say, and if it's messed up, then we'll fix it. In tiling this up, it is going to release some undesirable gases up here. I think it's okay. Considering how quickly the work's going to get done, I'm not too upset. Still got a decent amount of copper here. There we go. Alright, so the next step will be actually like building a ladder down here and building a pump. The real problem is that like there's no polluted water. So we'd actually like to create more polluted water if we can do so productively. What creates polluted water? There was the fertilizer synthesizer uses it. Obviously, like when they shower, they create polluted water. We could probably afford to throw down a carbon skimmer, but we don't really need it. We're at like a pretty nice, what appears to be like a homeostatic balance. I'm just also periodically looking at like our coal and our algae, and for right now it looks fine. And our power grids still look good for now. So to make sure it's not strained once it's done. Yeah, okay, so that bottom grid is totally, that's it. It should be safe forever, though. So I'm trying to think of, how are we gonna, we need to place a vent to dump out clean water, which is something we've never actually done before. So it's going to have to exist on a separate system than our existing plumbing. So it'll be a liquid vent. And I think we might as well just put it like here. And then we're going to need pipes. And we might as well, in my opinion at least, we might as well do the first set here the right way. We can't have it run on the other system because the other system leads to a pump. I guess we could have this go all the way around and we could continuously pump clean water through the system and into a vent, but I don't think it's necessarily astute. And you're not doing anything. We don't have you hooked up at all. Why did we have this? I don't remember what this was supposed to be doing. But anyway, you're going to be outputting clean water. What is happening here? Hold up. Have we been having a major, like, backup issue? You're not outputting anywhere anymore. What have I done? I must have deconstructed the pipes accidentally? Because, like, these should definitely be... That's like a priority 9, because I gotta see if this actually fixes it. I don't know what I did to our piping earlier. Man, that last guy was a real idiot, am I right? Yeah, okay, alright, no wonder. Everything's going fine now. Okay. So that's good. I still don't know what we got going on here. At one point there was maybe... It looks like we tried to build a clean water line that went through here somehow. It doesn't matter. But it is a little messy. Like, these pipes are doing nothing. We should be able to deconstruct these. There used to be a carbon skimmer here, that's right. Alright, so just deconstruct those for cleanliness' sake. And then we'll talk about where we're gonna do the rest of our plumbing, which is gonna be like this. Admittedly, this looks confusing. And it's not confusing. But it just takes like a minute to figure it out. So these are going to take a while to build because they're a priority 5. But did I have them all at priority 5? It was probably when I switched from a liquid bridge, I'm imagining. I should have gone to plumbing overlay first, but anyway. No liquid intake. So the next thing we're going to need to do, once we get our output completely set up, we need to get our input completely set up. So let's talk about where we're going to put a pipe here. And by pipe, I mean pump. The pump needs to go like all the way to the bottom, because we don't have enough water in here to really get this submerged. So I think it should be built off to the side. And they won't be able to build it yet, but we're going to build it off to the side so that when we go down and build it, we're not actually getting like urine on top of all of our duplicants. It just seems respectful. Josh, what's wrong, buddy? You're so stressed. Wow, the decor is so much lower than your expectations that you just like cannot handle it down here. What a baby. Oh, the decor here is so bad. I'm Josh. Okay, that's too far. What are you doing? What is going on here, game? There we go. His stress is still going up. No, it's going down now. That's not Josh. This is Josh. It's still going up. Dude, you're so upset about the decor. Is it because your creativity got higher? Well, your stress is going to go way down when you sleep then, because that room is, like, beautiful. The next step, unfortunately, is, like, coming in here to the urine-soaked, polluted water town and, you know, put on your gas mask. Oh, Josh, you're just the right man for the job here, I gotta tell you. If you hate decor that isn't up to your standards, this is the place for you, my friend. So keep in mind, we do need to put this pump, which is... What do you mean you can't get to it? Like so. You do need to put this pump on a grid. And it sadly needs to be on our uppermost grid. So that'll be like... That's okay. They should have all been priority 7s, but life goes on. And electricity's much simpler with those. This way, you should, it's not going to get done today, which is why I'm kind of slowing it down here, but it's got to get done nonetheless. And then we can just run the piping. In fact, we can run the piping very simply, now that I think about it. Just whoop. Especially if we build like some priority 8 tiles right here. And then we never need to go into this area again. Just finish it before nighttime. Don't you know that you are a shooting star and the whole world will love you just as long as you are. You've done it. Don't pass out here. You will suffocate and die. It would be very bad news. Just build the tile. Build the tile! He has done it! Alright, you don't need to build the wires. That's going to do it for today's episode. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. We're going to be moving along on the next episode, getting this water sieve off the ground. Everything else is going fine. We harvested about as much as we've eaten recently. They're going to be all out of sorts here. Josh is the only one who's stressed. He's being a big baby, probably because his decor expectations are so high. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future, and I'll see you next time.